Our condolences to all the believers all across the world, wherever they are, upon the martyrdom anniversary of the fourth divinely appointed Imam, Imam Ali ibn Hussein, Zainul Abidin, As-Sajjad alayhi salam. The father of His Eminence, Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, was the third divinely appointed Imam, Imam Hussein ibn Ali, Sayyidus Shuhada alayhi salam. And the mother of His Eminence, Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, was known as the esteemed and noble lady Shahzanan, whose name has said to have been Shahrbanu. One of the unique aspects of Imam Sajjad alayhi salam's life was the fact that he was present in the event of Karbala, an event which occurred on the 61st year of Hijri, on the 10th of Muharram, where a handful of few companions and family members of Imam Hussein alayhi salam were martyred mercilessly on the plains of Karbala while they were thirsty. An epic tragedy of amazing proportions that has left a wound in the heart of humanity for all of eternity. And yet, Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam was well known for his courage and his bravery, his generosity and his kindness to the poor, his honor, his forbearance, his charity, his financially maintaining 100 families in the city of Medina, his freeing of countless slaves, and his education and nurturing of these freed slaves. And of course, his radiant taqwa, his luminous and divine humbleness, his long prostrations, his seemingly non-stop worship, and his knowledge and wisdom which encompassed the traditions of the Ahlul Bayt and the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings upon him, and of course the Holy Quran. But also included among the unique aspects of Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam was his jihad-e-tab'een, which His Eminence conducted via his teachings and his lessons, his tears and his du'as and supplications. As far as the jihad-e-tab'een via the teachings of His Eminence, we find that Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, after the event of Karbala, devoted himself to teaching and spreading the truth and the message of Imam Hussein alayhi salam and pure Muhammadan Islam. His Eminence also began to correct the wrongs that had become so prevalent in the Muslim society. And he once again began to provide a guiding light in the darkness which was being spread by the forces of evil. The teachings and the sciences which were taught by Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam were many and included jurisprudence, the explanation and the tafsir of the Holy Quran and the traditions of the Ahlul Bayt, theology, philosophy, ethics, sociology, education, the correct method of nurturing, family, individual, and social rights, and many, many other sciences. Countless people flocked towards Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam in order to learn from his teachings and his lessons. People which included the children of the companions of the Holy Prophet and religious scholars and many jurists as well. And many of the students of Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam went on to become great teachers in the Islamic world. As far as the jihad-e-tab'een via the tears of His Eminence, Imam Sajjad alayhi salam forever immortalized the movement of Imam Hussein alayhi salam via these very tears which he shed throughout his life. And yet, dear friends, Imam Sajjad alayhi salam's tears were no ordinary tears. For there were tears that were on a mission. They were tears that had a purpose. They were tears which had an ultimate goal in mind. They were tears that could extinguish the fires of hell. And they were the tears of Imam Sajjad alayhi salam that were to forever entrench the martyrdom and the mission of Imam Hussein alayhi salam for all of eternity. And as far as the Jihad al-Tabi'een, via the du'as and the supplications of Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, we find that His Eminence spent a great deal of attention and time paying attention and focusing on issues regarding spirituality, ethics, and morality, precisely because it was ethics, morality, and spirituality which had become corrupted and deviated in the Muslim society and in the Ummah. This was clearly seen by the violent and merciless massacre of the grandson of the Holy Prophet, Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And so Imam Sajjad alayhi salam embarked upon a mission to once again revive the soul of the Muslim Ummah. The magnum opus of Imam Sajjad alayhi salam is the compilation of Sahifa as-Sajjadiyya al-Kamila, which consists of 54 du'as. And over the years, scholars have compiled over 60 commentaries upon this very Sahifa Sajjadiyya al-Kamila. But eventually, Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam became so very influential and powerful via this very Jihad al-Tabi'een of his freeing and educating and giving property to countless slaves, his tears on a mission, and his du'as and supplications of awakening. And so, without a doubt, His Eminence Imam Ali ibn Hussein as-Sajjad Zainul Abidin alayhi salam became and posed a very imminent threat to the Taghuti Umayyad establishment of his time. And so they decided to poison and martyr Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam. Some will mistakenly tell you that the fourth divinely appointed Imam was weak and lacked courage. But we bring forth a dua from Sahifa Sajjadiyya, where His Eminence Imam Sajjad alayhi salam speaks about the thirst of the Umayyad governmental establishment and the enemies of Islam for the blood of Imam Sajjad alayhi salam. His Eminence Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam in dua number 49 of Sahifa Sajjadiyya says, "How many an enemy has unsheathed the sword of his enmity towards me, and has honed the cutting edge of his knife for me, and has sharpened the tip of his blade for me, and has mixed his deadly killing potions for me, and has pointed towards me his straight flying arrows, and has not allowed his vigilant eye to sleep towards me, and has secretly thought of inflicting evil upon me, and make me drink his most bitter venom." Assalamu alayka ya Sayyid al-Sajideen. Assalamu alayka ya Zain al-Abidin. Assalamu alayka ya Sahib al-Abrat. Assalamu alayka ya Asir al-Qurbat. Assalamu alayka ya ibn Khamis ashab Ahl al-Kisab. Assalamu alayka ya ibn Sayyid al-Shuhada. Assalamu alayka ya Ali ibn al-Hussein. Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This was CubeSync, syncing you up with reality wherever you are.